In this video, I'm going to be giving you 3 mobility exercises every athlete should be doing. Hey, Ben from BarbellCoalition.com here. So as athletes, we're always going to be at a higher risk of experiencing an injury of some kind. And while there's no way to stop injuries 100%, there are ways that we can drastically decrease the risk of an injury occurring. One of those ways is making sure that our joints stay mobile as we get stronger and pack more lean muscle onto our frame. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 3 mobility exercises you should be doing no matter what sport you're in. The first exercise is going to be the world's greatest stretch. The name says it all. This is one of the best mobility exercises you can perform because it'll mobilize multiple areas at one time. This is especially useful if you're short on training time and need a quick warm-up. This movement will hit the ankles, the hips, and T-spine rotation all in one. It's a great exercise for a full body warm-up before a training session or as part of a daily mobility routine. And this movement should be done dynamically, so let's aim to do 1 to 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps on each side. The second exercise is going to be the hip 90-90. So we're putting our focus on the hips again because they're so important when it comes to creating athletic movements and they tend to become stiff. But here we're going to be working on the hips' rotational capabilities both internally and externally. This is another dynamic movement where we should work to keep our core braced and both of our legs at 90-degree angles. While keeping the feet in place, we're going to pick the knees up and drop them off on the other side. In this position, one hip is an internal rotation and the other one is sitting in external rotation, so it's 2 birds with 1 stone. Just like the world's greatest stretch, there's no number set in stone, but I would work to do 1 to 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps on each side. This is another great movement that'll work really well in movement prep before a training session or as part of a daily mobility routine. The third exercise is going to be the bench thoracic extension with a dowel. Now we're moving to the upper body, and when it comes to upper body mobility, we're going to be spending a lot of time looking at the T-spine. The thoracic spine has 3 movements. It has flexion, extension, and rotation. And we already knocked out the rotation movement with the world's greatest stretch. Most athletes tend to be overflexed in their T-spine region, so it's not usually an issue that needs to be addressed. But T-spine extension tends to be an area where most athletes are lacking. So for this movement, we're going to use a dowel or anything that's shaped like a dowel, like a broom, a stick, a mop, etc. Now using a bench or a surface that's around 2 to 3 feet off the ground, we're going to rest our elbows on that surface with our elbows at a 90-degree angle and our palms facing towards us with the dowel in hand. From this position, we're going to draw our ribs in, we're going to tuck our chin, and we're going to let our head sink into the space between our arms. We'll hold this position for around 2 to 3 seconds, then we're going to come out of it and repeat. This is a great way to teach our T-spines to extend. If we're too overflexed in this area, we're going to be much more open to shoulder injuries, especially if we're an overhead athlete like a baseball player or a quarterback. These movements are included in my ebook, Mobility Essentials for Athletes, which you can get for free in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for content delivered to you on a weekly basis. If there's any topics you'd like me to cover in future videos, let me know down in the comments. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, website, all that stuff is in the description below. Thank you for watching.